computers just starts getting draggy. Like when you're the customer I'm doing this for is an industrial lubricant company. They make lubricants for heavy duty machinery, especially for the food packaging and food processing industry. And they make a label like in Photoshop, put different labels superimposed on photographs and stuff. All day, and I got to work this afternoon. And then when I'm not working, oh no, I'll be here. Yeah, but after that, I'll go home and start working. I'm working till about 10 o'clock at night.
Good morning. Muy bien. Please rise and sing along with us our opening song, We're Unity. Exactly. Wait. I can hear my phone. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning. It's good to have you all here. It's good to be back on the platform. As many of you know, I was away. I was in Germany for 10 days. I went to see my daughter, and her husband, and my 2 grandkids, and we did a little tour of Dusseldorf and Essen, and another town that slips my mind right now, and which is absolutely wild with 2 kids who are 7 and 5. So that was fun, running after them. That was fun, fun, fun. Well, welcome to our Sunday morning celebration service. Welcome to everyone who's in the room. Welcome to everyone who is online, on YouTube and Facebook. We are so glad to have you here. As always, we have with us the Joyful Noise Band and Choir, and today our special music features Doreen Pariba. Oh, good Lord. Where are you?
We're back in the closet.
Okay, everybody turn around and look at Doreen coming out of the closet.
Again.
All right, so there's Doreen. And if you would like a welcome packet, if you're watching online, you can email us at admin@unityofstewart.org, and we'd be happy to send you a welcome packet. And there is our board of directors. And our boardie of the day, I think, is Pete. Pete is in the sound booth because he has double duty. And if you have anything, everybody want to turn around and take a look at Pete. But you can see his picture up there, too. And if you have any questions that you'd like Pete to answer about the way that our ministry works, he will be available after the service for you. Here comes Doreen. All right. And welcome to all the people who are in the room and online for the first time today. Oh, okay, hold on. I haven't done this for a week. Hold on a second. All right, skipped. We'll just leave the beautiful faces of the board up there right now. Welcome to everyone who is joining us today for the first time. We would like to give you a warm welcome and also like to give you a welcome packet. And Robert and Tess have welcome packets. And if you're here for the first time and would like to receive one, please raise your hand so they can see you and give you a welcome packet right up here. All right. If you're here for the first time and you haven't raised your hand, you can take a welcome packet as you go out the door. They'll be on the left, on the left table. There's a few things in that welcome packet. There's a form in there that would put you on our email list if you fill it out, and if you bring it back to the podium. And who's on the podium today? It's Audrey is on the podium, and she'll be happy to give you a gift for returning that sheet. Most importantly, we'd like you to know that Unity of Stewart is a welcoming, affirming, practical path of spirituality. Everyone is welcome here, and there are no exceptions to that. So thank you for being here. All right, we do have prayer chaplains, and we have a prayer chaplain on duty today, and this prayer chaplain is our prayer chaplain lead, and that's Nancy Bach. And Nancy will be here in the sanctuary after service. If you have anything that you'd like prayer support with, Nancy will be honored to pray with you and to hold your prayer in the highest confidence. So thank you, Nancy, and thank you, prayer chaplains. If you would like to send in a prayer, you can send it to prayer@unityofstewart.org. That comes directly to my inbox, and I'll be happy to pray over that for you and then put it in our prayer box. Alternatively, or as well as, you can call our Silent Unity prayer line at any time. It's 24/7 at that phone number right there if you'd like extra added prayer. Speaking of prayer, we have a prayer chaplain training coming up. And if you would like to sit and see what it's like to pray with others or to deepen your own spiritual practice, we invite you to join this training. It is on June 27th. That's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our prayer chaplain lead, Nancy Bach, and I will be offering that training. And coming to that training does not necessarily mean that you need to become a prayer chaplain. If you'd just like to know more about the way that we pray in the Unity way, you can come to that. And also, of course, if you feel like you want to if you're thinking about becoming a prayer chaplain and holding our ministry and our members in prayer, we invite you to join the training. There is a sheet out in the lobby. If you sign on that sheet, we'll make sure that you get all of the details and everything you need to come and join us. You can raise your voice in song in our Joyful Noise Choir, and everyone is welcome. They rehearse on Tuesday evenings along with the band at 6 o'clock, and if you are interested in raising your voice in song, you can sign up at the information table. And gratitude, as always, for our Connected Souls band. They had a wonderful coffee house on Friday night, in which they raised $600 for Unity of Stewart. And so thank you. Where did she go? Oh.
She's always on the move. Where's Waldo?
Yeah, seriously. And so, all right, just keeping me on my toes this morning. So thank you, with great gratitude for the Connected Souls band, who every time they do a coffee house, 100% of the proceeds comes back to Unity of Stewart. They do that out of the love in their heart. Okay, so let's take a deep breath together. And please join me in dedicating our service today to joy, to love, to the love that transcends physicality, to the love that transcends any distance between us, knowing that we are all one in the heart of that mystery that we call God. I am enough. I invite you to say that to yourself, or out loud if you like. I am enough. When I feel hurried or overwhelmed, I may have forgotten one simple truth. I have enough time, resources, and strength to do all that is mine to do. Not only do I have enough, I am enough. I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I am worthy and deserving of bountiful goodness. not only because of what I do, but because of who I am. My potential is unlimited, and I am free to be my best and to see the best in all others. I am an eternal being grounded in spirit. Today, I am fully present to my experience, taking time to appreciate everyone and everything around me. I am enough. And let's take a deep breath together as we anchor this affirmation in and affirm together, I am enough. And once more, if you please, especially if you're not feeling like you are enough, take another deep breath. And let's affirm one more time together. I am enough. I am enough right here and right now. And let's prepare for meditation by singing There Is Love. And we breathe deeply, consciously, knowing that our breath is powerful, settling us down, letting our body relax into this now moment, and setting our intention to be here now, in this time, in this space. Arriving in this moment exactly as we are, in all our humanity and in all of our divinity. We are here. And I invite you to allow the words you hear to become the words of your own mind and heart this morning as we settle in for prayerful meditation. I breathe in. I am here. I breathe out. I am enough. Breathing in. I am here. Breathing out. I am enough. I am an expression of the infinite divine. The same presence that moves through every living thing moves through me, fully and generously. My worth was established before I accomplished a single thing. I feel the ground beneath me solid and steady. I rest here for a moment. I let myself be held by the holy ground. I breathe in, I am whole. And I breathe out, spirit is complete in, through, and as me. I am whole. Spirit is complete in, through, and as me. I think of one thing I genuinely love about who I am. Something true about my nature, my kindness, my curiosity, my willingness to keep showing up, my capacity to love. I let myself feel gratitude for that one true thing. I receive it fully and completely. In this now moment, I know this truth that I am a living expression of spirit, growing, unfolding, and whole in every stage of that unfolding. My peace rests on solid ground. My joy lives here in this breath, available right now. I am an expression of spirit. And I breathe in, I am already enough. And I breathe out, I always have been. I am already enough. And I always have been. I carry this awareness gently in my heart and in my soul. And when the world's voice rises again, I know where to return. To this breath, to this ground, to the truth that has always been true. I am enough, right here, right now, as I am. In spirit, whole and complete. In spirit, whole and complete. In the quiet. And as we have co-created this sacred space, this space of enoughness, this space of remembering who we are, I invite us to bring into our awareness all of those who are on our prayer list here at Unity of Stewart, and all of those that are in our minds and hearts this morning. If you'd like to speak names or situations out into this holy space, I invite us to do that now. And turning all over into the care and keeping of the one. I invite you to join me in praying this in the name, in the nature, in the light, and in the love of the indwelling Christ consciousness. And so it is. Amen.
One, two. Good morning. Good morning. This is a song I was inspired to write after hearing a line that Jude said in one of her talks, which was, "Every problem has a gift in its hand." And it actually came from the book, happens to be my all-time favorite, Illusions. And actually, if you come to my dad's Celebration of Life service at 2 o'clock today, because of course you're all invited, I'm going to tell a story about this book that happened between him and me. And you'll also hear a lot of other inspiring stories. One, two, four. Question what I don't understand when circumstances go against my plan. I look for someone I can blame, going round and round in this endless game. Yet every problem has a gift in its hand, even when my head is stuck in the sand. I need to be willing to find the light as I let go of the need to be right. Yeah, every problem has a gift in its hand. As I take that in, I know I'll expand like a treasure hunt, hiding from me, a blessing that I could not see. Right in my hand is the gift in my I open my heart and empty my mind. I commit to compassion and being kind. Having faith and trusting my source keeps me from living with any remorse. 'Cause every problem has a gift in its hand, even when my head is stuck in the sand. I need to be willing find the light as I let go of the need to be right. Yeah, every problem has a gift in its hand. As I take that in, I know I'll expand like a treasure hunt, hiding from me, a blessing that I could not see. Right in my hand is a gift in my hand. If I start to question when things go wrong, please remind me that I am strong and direct me out of a challenging maze as I remember this simple phrase. Yeah, every problem has a gift in its hand, even when my head is stuck in the sand. I need to be willing to find the light as I let go of the need to be right. Yeah, every problem has a gift in its hand. As I take that in, I know I'll expand like a treasure hunt, hiding from me, a blessing that I could not see. Right in my hand is a gift in my hand, is a gift in my hand, is a gift in my hand, is a gift right in my hand.
Thank you, Rini. Thank you. Thank you, Joyful Noise. Thank you, choir. You were on it today. So I know that John Polici was here last week. I also want to, I neglected to do this in the beginning, as I want to thank our board president, Dave Vitable. Where are you, Dave? Over there, for taking the helm last Sunday, along with John Polici, who is our go-to fill-in and guest speaker when I'm not here. And just a great gratitude for everybody who shows up, so that I get to have my time with family without worrying that everything's going to fall apart while I'm not here. It's a great comfort to me. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, John. So I shared 3 other lessons this month, and they've all been building to this closing lesson. The first week, we talked about being present to life. Second week, we talked about the inner knowing of our soul authority. And then we talked about love as a chosen practice, all of which has been pointing to the same ground. The reasons any of those practices are included in these teaching are possible. Why they're possible is because we're already standing on something solid. We're already standing on solid ground. We already have what we need. We don't need to look outside of ourselves for anything that we are looking for. We each already have within us what we need. So I invite you to try something with me for a moment. I want to ask you to finish a sentence silently, just in your own mind. And the sentence begins with, I'll be okay when. Go ahead, fill it in. I'll wait. I'll be okay when. I'd be willing to bet, this is probably a small amount of money, that something came up pretty quickly. Something about money or about health or about a relationship or decision that hasn't resolved yet. Something about who we are or what we wish we were becoming. We all have a version of that sentence, I think. Some of us may have several. And it might be worth noticing that some of us have been finishing that sentence for years. The specific ending of that sentence may change, but the sentence stays the same. But what if that sentence itself is the problem? What if the thing that we're waiting for, that moment when we finally have enough, are enough, feel enough, is already here? Has always been here, right now. In fact, it's the ground we're standing on right now. Enough. So here's the thing. The world has a story it tells us. It starts early, and it doesn't stop. It comes through advertising, obviously. Every ad ever made is built on the premise that something is missing, and this product will fix it. But it runs deeper than marketing. It's the way we measure productivity, the way we compare ourselves professionally, the way we scroll through other people's lives and then take inventory of our own. For some of us, it's a voice that wakes us up at 3 a.m. with a running list of everything we haven't handled yet. Do more, have more, be more. That voice is so constant, so woven in our daily lives that most of us have stopped noticing it. We just live inside of it, perhaps forgetting that we've been brainwashed, because that's what it is. And here is what it costs us. When not enough is the lens that we see through, we start making decisions through what the Buddhists call grasping, rather than wholeness. We look for things outside of ourselves to make us feel whole, rather than standing on the ground of wholeness and operating from that. We protect rather than open. We spend our lives running towards an idea that seems like it keeps moving just ahead of us, like a hallucination of an oasis in the desert. Two ancient traditions have something clear to say about this, and they come to the same place through different directions. In the Hebrew wisdom tradition, we have one of the most recognizable lines in all of spiritual literature. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Read literally, it's a promise of enough, that there's always enough. Read metaphysically, the beyond the physical way that Unity interprets Scripture, it points to something a little bit more subtle. Now, Unity doesn't teach that wanting is wrong. Desire is part of being alive. It's how Spirit moves us through growth and expansion. Nobody would be sitting here right now if you weren't thinking there was more. There is more. So what the tradition points us to is a little more subtle. I shall not want in the sense of desperate lack. I shall not make my wanting the condition of my peace. It's okay to have desires. It's okay to want things. But when we make that the condition of our peaceful existence, that's where we go wrong. That's where we go astray. If I don't get that, I won't be happy. If this doesn't change, I won't feel like I'm enough. When we make something that we want the condition of our peace, it will always lead us astray. Because guess what will happen when we get what we want? We'll find peace for a little while, and then guess what? Something else happens, and we want that now. Right? We want that now. Now, Unity doesn't teach that wanting is wrong. Desire for things is part of being alive. It's how Spirit moves us towards growth and expansion. Right? So it's more subtle than that. I shall not want in the sense of desperate lack. I shall not make my wanting the condition of my peace. The ground that we stand on, this ground of being, this ground of spirituality, is already sufficient, already whole. We are already sufficient, already whole, right where we are, right here and right now. And from that position, we can want things. We can desire things. We can work towards things. We can dream of things without our happiness being held hostage to whether they arrive or not. The Quaker tradition took that same insight and made it into a daily practice. They call it simplicity. Not depriving ourselves, but a deliberate choice to live from enough rather than for more. When I get this, I'll be happy. Well, I'm happy for a little while, and then I'm going to need this to be happy. We live from that simplicity of enoughness in our lives. To look at the world's insistence, out of advertising's insistence that we always need more, we can quietly and firmly say, I already have what I need to be who I'm called to be. Everyone in this room, everyone within the sound of my voice, has everything that you need to be right here and now. Not to make light of financial hardship or of illness or of relationship issues. The truth, particularly of it all, but let's talk about financial hardship for a moment. What we're talking about runs alongside that reality, the inner ground of worth, about who we are, and that material things can't touch. Your value as a human soul is not set by your bank balance, by your productivity, by your achievements, or how you measure up against anybody else's life. That's a hard one, yeah? Comparison is a disease that we probably all have. Your value is unconditional. Our value is always unconditional. It was given to us when we were born with our first breath, and it's not going anywhere. The world will keep telling its story, and we get to choose whether we believe it or not, whether we buy into it or not. Here's what I want to be careful about, because when I say you already have enough, that can sound dismissive, right? Don't want for anything, don't complain, don't moan. You already have enough. However, we're living in an economy right now that is genuinely squeezing a lot of people. Not for nothing, but I was ordering some stuff for the church yesterday. And grapes were $9 for a little bag of grapes. For that regular size grapes, it was $9. There's no way I could not spend the church's money on a $9 bag of grapes. $9. And I had this conversation with my sister yesterday. And my sister doesn't have any problems with money. And she was like, she was in the grocery store, and she was looking at tomatoes, right? And she's self-admitted she doesn't really look at prices. And there was a woman that came up, she said, how much those tomatoes cost, she said to my sister. And so Randy said, oh, it's right here. And so she chatted a little bit about the tomatoes, how good they looked, and the woman walked away without buying a tomato. And my sister, we talked about this on the phone because we talk about the minutiae of our lives. And she says, I wanted to buy that woman a tomato, but she walked away. And so we're living in an economy right now that's genuinely squeezing people, that's genuinely having us make decisions about what we want to spend our money on more, for me, more than I have in a long time. Financial anxiety is real and it deserves to be named. Saying Spirit provides to someone who is genuinely struggling to pay their bills is spiritually bypassing, right? It's not getting to the heart of the matter. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. What this teaching, our teaching, is pointing to It's a distinction between the outer conditions of our lives and the inner conditions of the ground of our being. Who are we? We can work enthusiastically and diligently to improve our outer conditions while also recognizing our own inner worth, our wholeness, our fundamental okayness. The outer conditions may change, our inner conditions never change. Who we are at depth never changes. Our belonging in the universe isn't dependent upon our bank balance or our productivity or how we compare to the person next to us. We've arrived already enough. We don't have to strive towards anything to be enough, to stay enough. We're already there. So we have in our Unity teaching the law of mind action. Our inner state shapes our outer reality. This is one of our 5 basic Unity principles. That simply put, what we think about, we bring about. What we dwell on is what the outer world looks like. Okay? So when we dwell, and believe me, I know what I'm saying, when we dwell on lack and we stay stuck in what we don't have, it makes it that much more difficult for the universe to provide for us. Because then we walk around with this lack consciousness. Not to say that we have to lie to ourselves about the reality of our bank account or the reality of what we have in our lives or the reality of our health. But what we are called to do when we find ourselves there is change our minds. Because when we change our minds, we change our body chemistry. I firmly believe this. When we can turn the negative thoughts that we have about our life, about a situation, into just neutrality. This is the way it is right now. This is the way it is. And I open my mind to more abundance, to vibrant health, to beautiful relationships. When we can flip the switch from what we don't have to what we are picturing, something changes in us. Something changes in our minds, in our hearts, and in our way of being. Our inner state shapes our outer experience. Now, let's talk about something that probably gets all of us at one time or another. Comparison. We compare our insides to other people's outsides. I remember there's a story when back in my first church, it was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And there was a woman who would come to church every Sunday. Her name was Linda. And Linda would look put together. She had perfect hair. She had perfect clothes. She showed up with a smile on her face. And she was present and just looked like she was living her best life. And then one day I sat down with her for a spiritual counseling session. And all of that was a mask. It was an absolute mask. So I tell you this, and not that it was, that she didn't have a horrible life, but she was dealing with some stuff. She was dealing with some stuff. Is that don't measure your insides to someone else's outsides. That's a trap, man. It's a trap. Yeah. Where was I? Right. So we repair our real lives to curated versions of other people's lives, yeah? We do this on social media. I'm not the only one, I imagine. Right? We compare where we think we should be to what we see outside in the world. And every time we do that, we make ourselves smaller than we are. Of course, social media exaggerates this tendency, but it's been happening throughout the history of humanity. It's nothing new. The feeling of looking at someone else's life and thinking, they have something I don't. They figured something else. They figured something out. I'm lacking. I'm getting behind. Here's what's true about that feeling of looking at someone and thinking they have something you don't. Whenever we look, we're looking in the wrong direction. Whenever we look outward to assess our own worth, we're looking at the wrong source. It's not, our worth isn't located in comparing ourselves to other folks. It's located here, within, in our connection to spirit, in the particularity of who we are, in finding our own self-worth and how we've come through our life, how we've dealt with our challenges, how we show up to our friends and our family, how we show up for ourselves, not comparing ourselves to someone else. Our worth is in the irreplaceable particularity of who we are. The Zen tradition has a beautiful phrase for this. They call it your original face. The face you had before you were born. The self that exists before comparisons, before achievements, before failures. Before the story we built about ourselves, about how we measure up and who we are. The original self is whole. It was whole before we started comparing, and it's whole right now. We are called to practice enoughness. I'm enough, right here and right now. We need to keep returning to that original face of enoughness, of who we are. To ask, when comparison starts rearing its head, what measuring stick am I using? Some made-up baloney that we find out in the world. So stop doing that. And there's the spiritual dimension. So many of us in this room are serious students, right? We read, we study, we meditate. We come to service, we do the work. We're genuinely committed to our own inner growth. And then there's a shadow side to that commitment that I barely ever talk about. The seeker who thinks they'll never arrive. You're always one more practice away from inner peace. Always one more insight away from a breakthrough. Always becoming, always reaching, always on the way, but somehow never quite there. I'm guilty of that myself. The 20th century mystic Thomas Merton wrote about the contemplative trap of making a project out of enlightenment. When this happens, I'll be there. When I can stand in front of somebody yelling at me and be perfectly calm and perfectly balanced and centered, I'm there. I'm not there yet, but when that happens, I know I'm there. When I can be peace, absolute peace, always in the middle of a storm, I know then that's when I'll be there. Right? That very seeking can be a form of avoidance. A sophisticated way of staying in motion so we never have to settle into the stillness, which was the destination all along. When we're constantly comparing ourselves, or constantly saying, oh, I'm not there yet. When we're constantly in that state of self-judgment, we never get to just be. To just be. In our magnificence, in our humanity, in our love, in our spirit. Unity's 5 principles, read carefully, are all pointing towards at the same thing. The kingdom that we're looking for, the kingdom of love, the kingdom of joy, is nothing that's outside of us. It's all right here, available to us. Spirit is present, fully present, right here and right now. In this moment, in this life, in this person. Seeking has its place, though. We're all here seeking. And that seeking serves us when it opens us to what is already present. So we're not always half a mile ahead of ourselves. When this happens, I'll be fine. When that happens, I'll be fine. When that person stops doing that, everything will be okay. Right? It's already present. I love this Zen saying. Back when I was a baby spiritual seeker, many, many, many years ago, I read a book called Chop Wood, Carry Water. So the saying is this: before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Life doesn't change. We're always chopping wood and carrying water. That doesn't change. What changes is our consciousness about it. And that consciousness is available to us right now. It's always available to us. In this ordinary, sufficient, already enough life that we're already living. When we are living in anxiety and in comparison and spiritual restlessness, know that they all run on that same fuel. The belief that who we are and how we're living right now is a rough draft. It's not the final product. It's something that can be improved upon until we're finally living it. I got news for you. This is it, right now. So the invitation is to live into it now. Live into the life now, to plant your flag in this present moment and say, this is my life. This is enough. I am enough. I want you to say that right now together. I am enough. Again, I am enough. One more time. I am enough. Right here and right now, we are enough. No exceptions. That's radical. That's a radical act in a culture that profits from our sense of lack. I am enough. We're in exactly the right life, and it's already enough. So I want to go back to the sentence that we started with. I'll be okay when? What if we tried a different sentence? Same structure, different orientation. I'm okay right now as things are. I'm okay right now as things are. Let's all say that. I'm okay right now as things are. One more time. I'm okay right now as things are. Amen and amen. That's the practice. That's the practice. And like all the practices that we looked at this month, we explored this month, it doesn't mean we stop working to change, toward change or to growth or to healing. It means we do that work from a foundation of sufficiency, that I am enough right here and right now. I am enough. We don't want to come from that position of lack. We want to come from that position of enoughness, from that position of wholeness. We move forward with wholeness. We reach from our wholeness, from our fullness. We are already enough. We always have been. No exceptions. I affirm this truth for each and every one of us. Namaste. Amen, brother. And now it is the time for our celebration of abundance. And there are the ways, if you are online, that you can give to Unity of Stuart. I did not put it in the box underneath this morning, but you'll see it at the top, pinned to the top of the page. If you're on Facebook, there are all the ways to give to Unity of Stuart. If you're on YouTube, you can go to unityofstuart.org and click Donate, which is on the top right of the homepage. So thank you for your gifts, for your tithes, for your love offerings. Thank you for all that you give, all that you do here. Thank you to our consistent givers. I hope you feel the impact that you have in this moment. And we bless the offerings knowing that they help us transform the world. And let's affirm our prayer, prosperity prayer, first. Together? In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs of unity of Stuart and those we serve are instantly, constantly, and bountifully met. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good comes to us now. We are grateful. Amen. And our prayer, what is this called? Prosperity prayer, together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give and receive always in love. Let's sing about it. So this is not happening today. In consultation with Diane, I decided we're not doing this today. That's our monthly gathering, Spirit Circle, with everything we have going on after the service. I'm going to put it off until next week. So if you are if you'd like to come back after the service on the first Sunday in June, we will do our Spirit Circle, which is that relaxed monthly gathering where we reflect on Sunday themes. So on the first Sunday in June, we'll reflect on May. And I have questions and all that good stuff that we can reflect on. And as always, the Tuesday Book Circle with Marlis is happening on Tuesday at 1:30. We invite you to explore the new book they are reading. Probably in your 3rd or 4th week. Do you know what chapter you're on? No. Okay. Well, get the book, come and join, and to remember, it fits really well for this lesson today. You are enough. Everyone is welcome. That's an old announcement that has been taken care of. And let me look at my notes to see if I wrote anything else in here. All right. I know we have at least 2 kiddos back there today. 4? At least 4. I think I hear them.
I think my roadies.
All right, let's stand as we sing in the kiddos. Good morning. All right, Miss Jen, what's going on?
Hello, hello. Hello. Today we worked on, Liz, you want to hold yours up? Hey, we did.
Jen, could you start over again, please?
Sure.
Hold on, please. Okay.
Take 2. Today we worked on a summer affirmation chain, where we kind of talked about the end of school and rolling into a restful or adventurous summer. And we made affirmation chains of what we are choosing to have, what experience we're choosing to have over the summer.
Does anybody want to share?
Let's go, Sky. See, sleep.
Okay.
All right.
Is that all? You're all done?
That's all.
Okay. That is it. Can somebody just share one thing? Just one thing. All right. Can I read one thing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Guys.
I eat. I eat. All right, can I share one from yours, sweetie? Sweetie girl? This one? I am life. I am life. I am grass. Lydia? Come on. What do we got there? I am fulfilled. All right. Thank you for dealing with the pressure. Thank you, thank you. All right, everybody. Let's bless our brave kiddos. Let's stand. And I invite us to hold our kiddos in prayer and to know that there is the power of God in each and every single one of us. And let's close with the prayer for protection and the peace song together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine. Let's sing.
It doesn't matter on this one.
That same